Cybercrime is a sinister and silent epidemic, Mr. President. People are aware that it is happening or have even experienced it, but they are often uncertain and baffled how to deal with it. Which agency in government should cybercrime victims report to? The police, the NBI, the DTI, or the bank, and the online seller, for example? Who do we really turn to if a cybercrime has been committed against us? At bottom, we lack the framework that adequately defines cybercrime and prescribes punishment for it. The United Nations country report on cybercrime in the Philippines notes that our e-commerce law is inadequate to deal with cybercrime enumerated in that convention, such as fraud and pornography. But apart from the issue of definition, enforcement also poses great challenge. Cybercrime requires the proper technical training of law enforcers in identifying and acquiring intangible evidence of the commission. Cyber law is more complicated than traditional law, Mr. President, for very obvious reason, because it's based on technology. Hence, we need a law that can satisfactorily respond to such a dynamic and fast-growing threat. This proposal, Mr. President, this act that we're proposing, will fill that legislative void. It will punish the following offenses against the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of computer data and systems, computer-related offenses such as forgery and fraud, and content-related offenses like cyber sex, child pornography, and unsolicited commercial communications. The Cybercrime Prevention Act also covers mobile devices, an emerging target of cyber threats. IBM, for instance, noted that related attacks are still limited because mobile devices do not yet provide the same financial opportunities as personal computing machines. But when e-commerce on our mobile phones gets bigger, and they're getting bigger every year, Mr. President, so will cyber threats to mobile devices. We seek to hold liable not only individual perpetrators but also corporate organizations that knowingly abet cybercrime. In closing, Mr. President, I cannot overemphasize one capital fact, and that is that the prevention of cybercrime is not a one-man or one-country phenomenon. It requires international collaboration. We are alone cannot prevent the commission of cybercrime because cybercrime recognizes no national boundaries. It crosses, in fact, international boundaries. And therefore, collaboration and cooperation with other countries is essential to the enforcement of any cybercrime act. Mr. President, cybercrime poses real and present danger to global efforts to foster a global information economy. We must not let this silent epidemic continue to wreak havoc on our people. 500,000, 500,000 people, not yet, 500,000 people in this country work in the BPO sector, Mr. President. The BPO sector is under serious threat because of the lack of a legal framework for controlling cybercrime. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Majority Leader.